I mean, this is pretty impressive for $99. It's pretty cute for 99 bucks. All right, so this is the Molly 60. This is it right over here, okay, guys? Cute little case going on, little plastic hard shell case. Inside, I don't know what the official like end game version of this will be for production, but the inside of the case, not too bad. Now, these are just for holding it in, but I mean, I can't complain about the way this looks. For 99 bucks, the spray coating looks pretty solid on it. There is, they did warn me there might be a scuff or two on this, but I don't quite see a scuff or two. Yeah, it's $99. I don't know if this is the brass version or not. It kind of feels like it has some weight to it, so I don't know if it is. I'll double check with them later. I mean, this is pretty impressive for $99. It's pretty cute for 99 bucks. But, I mean, ultimately, let's see how this feels and sounds. I kind of want to start the stream off by opening it up. I mean, we do have the gaskets over here and we have some screws, but I would not mind. I mean, I can already see one thing that I'm not too keen on that I hope can get changed. I don't know if this is something that would add to the cost of this, but there are Phillips head screws in here, and I would prefer to see some hex screws or Torx screws. Not a huge deal, though, but something I figured I'd bring up. Is it plastic? No, it's not plastic. Oh, look at this. They even give you, like, foam and stuff, too? Okay. There's a daughter board in this? This is pretty good value for $99. Bro, this is wild. Wish I had a solid plate, though. I mean, they have an FR4 plate. I don't know if it has, like, little relief cuts or flex cuts in it. This has flex cuts, which makes no sense. I don't understand why there's flex cuts on this, but at the end of the day, I don't personally think the plate with flex cuts makes as big of a deal as the PCB with flex cuts. It's not as, it's still impactful, but it's not as impactful. The plate, I mean, it's polycarbonate with flex cuts. Usually you don't see this combo, by the way. It's kind of hard to show off, but you don't typically see polycarb with flex plates that often, to be honest. Really rare that you see this. I would have loved to try the FR4 plate, though. That would have been really cool for this. But, oh my God. Look at this long daughter board cable. I think that might have been in the notes. They might be changing how long this is. The PC is so shiny, it looks like acrylic. I mean, it might also be acrylic. It did say polycarbonate, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, PC. I'm going to take their word and say this is PC. And then, was there any other notes about... Let me just double check something else here, guys. I'm going to just double check all the notes about things here. Oh, okay. So, case screws will be changed to hex heads. Love that. The current gasket foam is 3 mil. The production unit will come with 2 and 3 mil. So you get some choices. And then the bottom foam will be changed to a more professional sound absorbing foam to reduce resonance. So you're probably going to get something nicer than... I mean, this is pretty dense feeling. You're probably going to get something nicer than what feels like a piece of felt almost. You'll probably get like a pour-on foam. But yeah, I mean, those are already good changes they're going to be doing. Very happy about that. That's solid. But let's take a look at what else is here. I don't know what the since 2013 means, but I'm vibing with this pink like a lot. You can change the color of the weight. I don't necessarily love the cursive font there, but hey, maybe some people will. The overall design scheme of the board, like, it's very classic. You have your basic wedge, your box on wedge style. I mean, imagine it a little thicker here. Very, very classic. Oh, I see some of the scuffs now. Yeah, they told me that this prototype had a bunch of scuffs on it and not to worry about it. But just to show you guys, there's like some scuffs on it. Hidden USB because it's going to be recessed past the wedge over here. Not bad. Looks like bubblegum, kinda. And then I think this is kind of okay. This is for the HHKB top. I think this is kind of cute. I don't care. I think that's a nice little touch to it. Gives the top a little bit of some character. It's not super in your face, but it's there, and I kind of like it. It does look like bubblegum. And I'm thinking we put this on it today. Good combo? I think so. I think this is going to be good combo. This is available for GB. I think it's available tomorrow. Cool if it had infill. I was thinking that earlier, but I think I kind of prefer it without the infill. All right, and then here are the switches we are using today. So these are called flower shadow switches. I have never used these before, but they have an LY housing, LY stem, 2-stage springs, and 50-gram bottom out, and they're pre-lubed. These are also very pastel in color. I mean, that's pretty good for stock switches. Pretty nice, actually. I mean, we'll see how this whole thing sounds when you put it together. I am curious about building it with no foam first and then just putting the bottom foam on. But let's do our stabs before we do anything. B-Sun switches, they good? You know what switches I feel like are criminally underrated are the cap switches from Gateron. Come on, just stay here. Where's my, took out a whole bunch of stabs before. The switches are called, I'll just leave it here so you guys can see. They're called flower shadow switches. Not quite sure about the name, doesn't really make any sense, but unless there is something called a flower that's called flower shadow or something like that. Oh, did I want to use these housings? No, what layout do we have? Actually, let me take one more look at the PCB here. So I don't think we looked at that together, but hot swap PCB, lots of options here. A butt ton of options. Oh, if this is the PCB it comes with, then you can install your own hot swap sockets to make it split. I hope they give you some hot swap sockets in the box for that. Oh yeah, because then you can make HHKB. That's pretty cool. Is it weird that I feel like more confident about this PCB in a $99 project than I do about other PCBs that have been released? Like, it's just weird that they can like think that, oh yeah, let's just give them some options in the long run for hot swap. I appreciate that a lot, actually. I do, I really do. So question is though, do we use this mid-plate foam that it came with? Do we use it? Dude, this is why I would have loved to try the FR4 plate for this. I don't know if we try it. I think we try without, and then we can always put a little foam underneath. Do you have a full-time job? I'd say for about a year into streaming, I had a full-time job and I was streaming almost full-time. I got laid off, but they had offered me like a little contract position. I'd say this month in June, I am fully doing content creation. How's the build experience so far? Super simple. The plate I wish didn't have as many flex cuts as it did. If you don't use the foam, you kind of have to use the plate fork. Other than that, replacing the screws for hex screws along the case. But pretty simple, no big complaints here. Is this still a proto? Yeah, so there's like a bunch of scuffs on this proto that they mentioned right away that those are not gonna be on the final. So they just let us know. One thing though that I'm gonna mention, they did say that they're including 2mm pour-on pads as well. So I can already see there's a tab there, but my idea, if I had the thinner pads with me today, but I don't, because these are the 3mm ones, I'd probably just put a thinner one on the bottom of the case for the bottom tab underneath the spacebar. Because I don't think, if you leave this the way it is, you might get it smacking against the case over here, which might be a bad thing. But as long as they're including some way to kind of help alter that sound profile where the spacebar is, I think that's fine. Do I put the foam in? Should I try it without the foam first? I think I do. I think that's the move. We try it without first. I mean, mind you, I'm gonna be honest, this is not the foam it's gonna come with. This is like really thick, and that's really dense. Look at all the blockers. I forgot this is the HHKB one. You know what? Good call, Solid. Good call. It's a good thing it's hot swap. Whoops. This is a cute little board, man. This is like low-key super cute. I mean, if this blows my mind for $99, then hey, so be it, right? This is really cute. Hold on. Well, let me just admire this for a second. Wait, this is cute, dude. All right, I can appreciate. There's a lot of color choices with the Molly 60. I hope this isn't indicative of the final run. This side's fine, but looks like it's a little bit dented on the top over here. Again, there's like other big scratches and scuffs on the prototype unit. It's just a prototype. I'll chalk it up to that, but cute little embellishment here on the bottom right as well. I think it's super cute. Man, this is I think it's a pretty classy side profile. And then little Molly kind of badge on the bottom. You can get different colors for this. It looks nice to me. I think this looks kind of cute. Do you guys see that? This is not even a lot of pressure I'm putting. So, little HJ test for you guys. So these are using the flower shadow switches with the, I think this looks like an acrylic, but apparently it's a polycarbonate plate. No foams, no nothing like that. I haven't tuned any other of the mods other than the spacebar for now. So if we need to tune them, I will tune them in a bit here. And this is a hot swap PCB. So let's see what this sounds like, guys. This is the Molly 60. It's a $99 kit to start. It can go up to what it looks like $129. Honestly, that's not... The spacebar I want to tweak a little bit. I got some things that I want to see for that, but like the alphas sound solid. The mods sound solid. It's a super soft typing experience. Okay, I want to try one thing. We're going to open this up. So I'm going to leave this spacebar switch, but I do want to just move the gasket off of the spacebar. It's not crazy deep. I would say it leans to be a bit more bright, but honestly, this is not bad. I think if we had used the F44 plate, perhaps the bottom foam would have been absolutely necessary. First, to get rid of this gasket over here. We'll leave the top gasket on. Let me just screw in 4 corners because I want to see how this sounds now without the gasket. Believe it or not, you guys would be surprised when I tell you, like, removing a gasket sometimes can really just dramatically change. I mean, the feeling was fine because it's already super soft, but even just the way it sounds can be super, super different by removing a single gasket. That's so good for $99. This does not need any foam in it at all. Hold on, I'm gonna put the rest of the screws back in and then we'll just continue to go from there. Removing the tadpole under the spacebar makes a ton of difference. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, mounting points under spacebars are silly. I don't know why anyone does them. For 99 bucks, man, this is a fun little project. Just make sure it comes with the PCB too, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, I guess it does come with the PCB. Hold on, let me double check. I need to make sure. Yeah, it does. Hot swap, non-flex cut, 1.6 mil thickness. And then there's, hold on, let me see how many colors there are. There is, not including your weight colors, 3, 6, 9, 12, 20 colors. And these are spray coated too, so they're not anode, guys. There's a bit of a texture with these. They're not quite as smooth as an E-coat or a... Oh yeah, dude, just removing that one. I think if we were to use that 2mm pour-on gasket like they said it was gonna come with, that'll probably eliminate like that spacebar from sounding super sharp. But just taking out the gasket, like... Group buy starts, I mean, I think it's open today? Maybe it's open today. I don't know if Nland opened it earlier because I thought it was supposed to go tomorrow. But it's also going to be, there's proxies for this too. Like, shout out to Mechland. They're the ones who approached me about this. So Mechland should, not plugged in. Mechland should be opening up tomorrow. Although it looks like Nland went a day early or something. Well, let me just... Yeah, probably tomorrow for Mechland. So if you're in Canada, Mechland will be tomorrow. Nland is, Nland's I think the only person up right now. I'm pretty positive. Doesn't sound bad. I would use this on a daily, man. Dude, this is solid. This is so solid. And then, like I said, the really nice thing about this is you can, if you want it to be HHKB with split backspace and then have maybe a split right shift, you can just buy yourself. I don't think it would be nice. This is my other ask, but I think this might be asking too much. Okay, no, you might have to pick it up, but it looks like the PCB. If it's the same PCB they're going to be offering in the group buy, you can buy yourself like a little small roll of hot swap sockets. And on the PCB, like I showed you guys earlier, you can just solder in your placement for it and then go from there. So it's not a fixed, locked in hot swap PCB. You can still add more. They give you options to add, which is crazy good. I'm assuming that works. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like that's possible on the PCB. That is crazy. So it'll be Mechland for Canada. Australia will be all caps, USB keys for all. And then nlandkeys is going to be China, or I guess overseas. But pretty nice. I mean, they're definitely like, this is, just so we know the limitations of this, and I say that with such a grain of salt, this is going to be powder coated, right? So as far as I know, powder coats aren't as resilient as something like a what's it called? Like a Cerakote. So it's not quite the same level as Cerakote. Cerakotes are also very expensive. But I mean, for what it is, like, you're not throwing this, or, you know, hopefully you guys aren't throwing this at people. But this is really nice. The texture is awesome. It's not quite as smooth or high quality looking as Anno. So just understand that as well. But my God, man, still really pretty. 3 months ETA. They're thinking about doing it in 2 months. You know, if this does really well, they might suffer. Was it DJ Khaled? They might be suffering from success if this does really well. And then they might not be able to hit that. But I mean, if they do, bro, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I'm very happy with it. It sounds and feels outstanding for 99 bucks. Punches way above what it's supposed to be on, you know? All right, though, guys, enjoy the rest of your days. If you guys want to watch the VOD, it should be up immediately. But see you guys very soon. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you guys tomorrow, I believe. Take care. Bye-bye.